about issues that touch our heart, that add values to our lives. And I'm here, I have a poser for you, a question posed to me in counseling. So, how do you counsel this young man, this handsome man, about the next step to take? But before that, let's just do a quick recap on what we have been talking about in our relationship matters and emotional matters. We talk about relationships, especially the one that gender towards marriage. We have different types of relationships. We have said earlier, we have family relationships, we have office relations, we have business relationships, and so on. But the one that affects us more than all any of the others is that family relationships that gender towards marriage, because this is what will affect your life for a lifetime. If it's well done, the joy and the excitement will be awesome. But if it's not well done, then it will be very, very painful. And we talked about some of the characters and attitudes and behaviors and things that we need to consider in relationship matters. One of them is good communication. That is ability to be able to communicate, to be able to express yourself with your partner, with the spouse to be. Ability to be able to work at understanding each other. What are your likes and dislikes? What are your goals? And what are your values and value system? And in case of you have hypothetical situations, how do you handle, how do you manage it? So one of them also is empathy. Anybody that is not empathetic cannot make a good relationship. Why? Because we have different characters, we have different attitudes to issues of life, different levels of perception, different levels of intelligence. So you cannot say if you are me, if I were you. That cannot function. The point is, if I'm trying to explain myself to you, then you try to envision, put yourself in my shoes. That's empathy. That if you are in that situation, I'm trying to express to you. And vice versa. If you are explaining some things to me, say in this situation, these are the things that happen, then let me try to visualize. Then I will be able to flow along with you accordingly. Another one is adequate goal setting. Goal setting is very important. Your goals and objectives in life. What are the things you plan to achieve? What are things you are working at? This relationship where we have it, where is it heading? What are the things that you and I hope to achieve with our lives together, with this relationship? Where is it heading? So you have that goals. Then I need to share my personal goals with you. You need to share personal goals with me. Then you see where we align and where I can help you to make your goal more realistic. And if I can do it to expedite you achieving those goals, and vice versa, you do the same thing for me. So goal setting is one of the issues to consider in relationship. Even in organizations, when you talk about goals, they say once you are joining the organization, what values are you bringing to the table? What skill set are you bringing to the table? Are you ready to work with other members? We call it teamwork, to bring this company or to take this company to the next level, this institution, this establishment. Then the other one is self-control and discipline. So what is your level and measure of self-control as a measure of self-discipline you have for yourself? Then practical care. How do you care for yourself? How do you care for others? How do you care for people that are working with you? How do you care for yourself? How do you care for members of all these things count? So if you are now in a relationship, I visit your family, I see how do you treat your, how do you treat your mom, how do you treat yourself, how do you deal with your cousins? Because definitely if I don't respect and honor my cousins and my parents very well, You can't expect me to do better for your parents. Because these are the people that brought me up. If I don't treat my brothers and sisters well, how do I expect to treat your brothers and sisters? So all these things count. Say, I care. How do I care for myself? Can I love you more than myself? So you check that. How I take care of my house, take care of things that concern me. That's what the good book says. Say, if you cannot take good care of what belongs to you, how will we commit to you things that belong to others? So these are some of the things we look at in relationship. Then we look at other areas of compatibility. What are the things we have in common that we can develop together, and what are our areas of doing we can work at? Now let's come back to this story. Please, this is Nisinuga Reflections. If you're first time with this channel, this is a channel that talks about tales that touch the heart, that are germane to your mental health, to your joy, to your peace, to your personal growth and development. So we talk about all these things and we work at them. So you can contact through WhatsApp on 081 573 if you have any question for counseling, any deep question you need personal touch on. So let me quickly share with you this story that I was asked, okay, how do you counsel this young man? Well, this intending couple have been going out together for some months now, though they've not been going for premarital counseling. I think they are still testing the ground and they believe, well, they are coping well together. And they are looking forward to, the two families already know each other. The family of this lady have already know the man, his place of work, and vice versa. The family of the man are also familiar with the lady. They already know the lady. So they now went for an evening dinner to try to still talk about their way forward together. Then during the talk, the lady just asked the man, when is the date for our introduction? When are we picking for the wedding? The young man was trying to tell her, excuse me, we can't just talk fixed that one now, because there are certain things I still need to put in place, which I'm trying to put in place. You can see the accommodation is not well in top form, and the amount in my savings is not yet appreciable, because once you get married, things will be a lot different. So I have to make sure the ground is set very well. So I'm working. So sorry, I can't give a date now. The lady was saying, no, you have to give a date. We have to choose a date now. Can't you see? Can't you see? I need a ring. I need a ring. My mom, and her siblings, they're already telling me, when is the day coming? What is delaying you? You have to give a date now. They want me to bring a date. You have to give me a date. My young man said, you know me. You know me, I don't do things haphazardly. It has to be planned very well. So please, let's be a bit more patient. The lady just got angry. She gave him one slap. Pa! He said, what? She said, give me a date now. Give me a date now. When are we doing the introduction? When are we doing the wedding and the engagement? Tell me now. And it was an eatery. She didn't even care about the people that were there. The young man was shocked. Said, no, calm down, calm down. Try to understand what I'm trying to say. Say, understand what? Okay, I'm calming down, Sorry. But I've told you, we have to work on this temper. Go for therapy. Go for counseling. Say, therapy, okay. When we are married, my attitude will change. I will not be behaving like this again. Okay. Now, tell me the date. I said, I can't tell you the date. Can't you understand? You've been to my place, you see the furniture, a lot of things had to be put in place. She gave him another one. Pa! Pa! The man was sure, he drew back. Say, what? Please. Say, you have to give me a date now. Okay, what date is it? What date is it? The young man was relaxed, as if he was watching a drama or a film in Nollywood. So he was sure he could not, he opened his mouth, nothing could come out. So the question now is, should he go ahead with the relationship? Or should he just, because that time he could not give her a date and that's how the whole thing ended. It was a fiasco. She would slap him, apologize, say, but she gave him more than 4 slaps. So the question now they're asking is, how do you counsel? Do you say the man should go ahead with the wedding? Should he give her a date and work towards that date? Since she doesn't care whether the house is well furnished, whether his account is okay to carry it all. And man said his parents are not so buoyant to carry the thing, so that's why they have to plan the thing. They say she doesn't care, they just want to get it. Should the young man go ahead and just pick a date or put things on hold? So that is the big question. That's why we say courtship is very important. In courtship, you try to understand each other. You do SWOT analysis, your strengths, your weaknesses, what you can cope with. So if there are some things you need to iron out, you need to smoothen out your areas of your area of mutual understanding, your attitude towards money, your attitude towards issues of life. All those things have to be ironed out. So that's why when these things are not well sorted out, by the time the marriage is done, you hear people divorce this way or the home becomes some. That's why you hear about domestic violence. So it's not only man to the woman. You can see it happen between a lady and a man because her demands are not being met, and she wants it rectified and done with now. And the man is not ready to do it now. What next? So please share your comments and your advice. Again, the number is 081 573 in case you want to share it on WhatsApp. You're welcome once again until we meet again on this channel. Stay blessed, stay focused, and maintain your mental health. Positive mindset, growth mindset. Your joy matters, your peace matters, your sanity matters, because these are the things that keep you going in the issues of life. Your brain is the hardware, your mind is the software. So that's why your mind must be at peace so that you can take your life to the level you desire. Marriage is sweet. Marriage is supposed to be enjoyed. Relationships are supposed to be enjoyed. You and I come together because we want to make each other's life better. In counseling, we used to tell them, oh, young man, you see this young lady, you say you're going to get married to her. What are your plans for her? What are your desires for her? If you don't know, one of it is that your plan and desire for each other is to help to build each other, to help to take each other to the next level of being, to let each other to be able to get the mark. God bless you.